Hey, what's up? I'm Coaster Cat, aka Roller Coaster Rider,
Hey, hi everyone, it's Kay.
and after a bit of a hiatus, we're back doing some movie reviews. This one is the 1992 movie Toys, starring the late great Robin Williams.
Right,
It also starred LL Cool J,
right.
and it had
Joan
Jamie
Joan Cusack.
Joan Cusack, and it had Jamie Foxx for about 30 seconds.
Yeah,
It was directed by Brian Levinston,
Levinson.
where I I don't know, maybe he's just not the best with these kinds of comedies. I have to admit I haven't seen a lot of his movies, but he was the guy who directed Rain Man.
Okay, Rain Man was successful, I think.
The reason why I wanted to review this movie was because this was um the, I guess, Robin Williams passion project that he had, and he wanted, this came out around the same time as Aladdin in 92, and he didn't want his audience cannibalizing the one of the movies. So
But I think,
this was what he really wanted to have be successful, and
but I
I
believe this story, Toys, this movie, was not for children. This was for
yeah,
more
it was
adult
it was PG
audience.
13.
Yeah, and Aladdin would be more for family with
That would be like
children.
GPG.
Yeah.
But
They had some things in there that were forward thinking in Toys.
there were also some things that were not for kids, like when John Cusack says the S word.
Yeah. Yes.
SH word, actually.
Yes. But I mean the virtual reality
Yeah.
headset, I mean that was
That
ahead of its
that
time.
had
What
SNL did a parody of that in like 93, 94. So maybe that was current. They were also referencing MTV, which was around during that time.
yeah.
Uh
But what
should we just,
the
yeah,
story started as Toy Factory,
yeah,
okay?
Robin Williams is essentially the it's the toy version of Willy Wonka, basically, where
Yeah.
he's like the head of this toy company.
No, he's the son.
Oh,
He's running production. His father was ill. Um so his father's father, so Robin Williams, his character's name was Leslie.
and he looks like Gene Hackman.
Yeah. His father was hesitant to turn the toy factory over to Leslie because he didn't think Leslie was, how do you want to say?
Qualified?
Yeah, maybe. He didn't really have, I think, the trust in him. He was still a goofball, maybe,
And
is what
let's
you could
let's
say.
not forget that the movie starts with a children's singing a children's Christmas play.
Right, right. That was very nicely done.
It didn't really connect with them. It was kind of bookends.
But I think that's what he did. I think maybe the families that were there or the audience was maybe the workers in the factory and their kids were in the play or something.
Maybe.
But anyway, it was a reason to still have toys, around the holidays and Christmas and everything. And this toy factory, in the production part, it had what? An elephant that would like lift his trunk and like heads or legs or whatever would
Yeah,
come out of it to make dolls and
it was
all
just a
different
bunch of
things.
weird
But
things.
they were older
There were
nostalgia
stairs. There were
toys.
stairs that moved
Yeah. To the
laterally.
wall. Yeah. So the father, he was turning the toy story over, or the toy factory over to his
He was turning
brother,
over Woody and Buzz.
that was like military that
Yeah, LL
followed.
Cool J.
No, the brother of the owner of the factory.
I thought that was LL Cool J.
LL Cool J was the son of the guy that
Oh,
wanted to make.
Michael Gambon.
He was the brother of the father that died.
Mm-hmm.
So the father that died, the owner of the toy factory, and Michael's character, their father was straight military, who lived in this huge house, but a first aid army tent. You know, it was really kind of weird. But anyway, he was all army, and so his son was two, and then his other son, who was Donald O'Connor, Kenneth Zevo, who owned Zevo Toys, was the one that died. So he did hand it over because he didn't think that Leslie Robin Williams and
Joan Cusack?
Joan Cusack, which has a surprise tale in it itself,
Mm-hmm.
Alsatia, Alsatia or whatever. She eats mayonnaise sandwiches with vitamins in them. The two pieces of bread, the white bread with mayonnaise, and then she has vitamins in it, and she kind of gags on them.
Please keep in mind we do not condone that behavior or recommend it.
Yeah, but anyway, it was a lot of things going on at one time.
Um, I only had like two complaints really, and this is a complaint that that a lot of people would say regarding comedies. I don't know if it just maybe hasn't aged well, but I didn't find it really all that funny.
No, I don't think so. I
I've
didn't
liked
either.
Robin Williams. I found him funny. You know, his stand up is really funny. It's still funny. Um, when he's like hosted SNL or when he's you know I'm dating myself, but I saw reruns. But that was pretty funny. What was the last?
So I guess the whole thing
He
of this.
he would later reunite with the director to make Man of the Year,
Okay.
where he played a comedian who ran as a joke and then became president
So the whole thing of this
unofficially.
is that Robin Williams, Joan Cusack, Robin Wright, they were all kind of these whimsical, playful attitude type people, and they were being taken over by army,
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
military.
they were essentially they're using it as an undercover thing to make like weapon toys.
Right, and the brother, Michael Gambon or whatever they called him, the general, he wanted to make war toys or make toys that could actually be used in war.
Yeah, but he didn't tell Robin and he didn't tell anyone. They all kept it like confidential or
Restricted,
yeah,
right.
restricted area like
And
you
they
can't.
kept saying, we need more space. So the walls would get smaller and smaller, not in the production room, but in the
Toy development area.
toy development when they were talking about vomit.
Yeah, they're making fake vomit, which was I don't know, that's kind
Should
of
have corn and peas in this one. Yeah.
this should have noodles.
Yeah. And then also they got smaller in the cafeteria. So, but anyway, once they found out what was going on, they wanted to take the factory over.
Yeah, and so that part was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Especially how they kind of tricked them by playing like an MTV style music video.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. We won't tell
Um,
you what it was, but older.
but yeah, the two problems that I had is that I didn't think it was that funny. And I don't know if it was the script or if it was the direction or if they were just banking on Robin Williams, but
I think they were banking on him because the others were kind of going along with it. And the one thing that got me is that LL Cool J's his camouflage. At the end, I couldn't see him where it was camouflaged into the scene, but you know he was camouflaged. What in the beginning, rolled up or in the couch like a blanket. Remember that pink? He came out of the couch.
I think so.
Yeah, and then other parts where he was part of the curtains and all kinds of stuff. But
And
he
the other
came
I'm
to
sorry.
this. No, he came to the side of Robin Williams to get back at his dad.
The other thing that I didn't like about this movie is that for a fantasy comedy movie, I think we can agree it could have been trimmed down by like 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Like this movie is over 2 hours and I don't
it felt like it.
it didn't need to be. Like no, you thought if you were acting like it felt like 3 hours because we got to the hour mark and you were like, "Oh, how much longer?" I was
Yeah.
like, "It's only been an hour." It's like, "Really? It feels like it's been 90 minutes." So,
Yeah. But anyway, they got their factory back.
Mm-hmm.
He got the general got turned down by the military. He couldn't figure out why, and then he kind of went berserko.
Uh,
But toys were like shooting. Yeah, yeah. It was like these little tanks actually had like small missiles. I
yeah.
mean, they were like shooting missiles to blow up. Except for one toy got away. The little girl with the dog that was biting her underwear.
Oh, that.
I don't know where she was headed.
That was kind of
She got
funny.
out, but I mean, they had like a guy spitting plates at a circus, a smiling alligator, and then they were throwing stuffed animals, stuffed toys at the tanks. And what they finally got were the tanks were like hitting each other and, whatever.
Would you?
If you're a true Robin Williams fan, then maybe see it. I did not really enjoy
I
it.
would recommend you just fast forward to like the last you fast forward to an hour in, and you'll you'll get a condensed and probably the best parts.
Right. Yeah.
If I wanted to, maybe one day I would trim this. I could probably find a way to trim this down to like 88 minutes or so, or 90
Yeah.
minutes, and have it be pretty much the same thing. Just, I don't know, get rid of some of the dragging part, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, you have this whimsical toy factory,
But then you also have military stuff.
military, so it was like what direction did they want to go in, you know?
It was like imagine that, where
Yeah.
it dealt with imaginary friends, but it also dealt with financial stuff.
Yeah, and Roger Ebert actually reviewed this December 18th, 1992. If you guys know who Roger Ebert is,
And if you don't,
he
I don't
only he
know.
only gave it 2.5 stars.
Out of four,
Yep.
or yeah.
So he said Toys is virtually one of the most extraordinary films I've seen, a delight for the eyes, a bright new world. It takes place within the entirely imaginary world of a giant toy corporation which springs from a limitless grain field as if there were no other buildings on Earth. Yeah. So maybe it was 2.5 out of 3 stars. He's only showing 3 stars here.
Hmm.
So it was true. It was like these long roads, curvy roads with grass, and you're
Oh
like,
yeah,
where did all the people live that worked at the toy factory?
that's part I probably would have cut.
Yeah. And Joan Cusack, who falls asleep with her brother Leslie, Robin Williams, telling her a story, and then she gets put into like this Mother Goose type bed. And then what happens to her close to the end when well, in the middle of it, she was trying to find her father's grave, which is in the middle of grass fields. So, but anyway,
But yeah, I would say even if you're a Robin Williams fan, just fast forward an hour.
yeah, yeah,
You'll
because
you'll be able to fill in everything else.
we're saving you, so
Yeah.
go from that. Okay, well, that's about all that I have to say about it.
Okay.
Take care now.
Bye.
Bye.